Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Ebony is alleged to have melted in her tears, so a surrogate mom, insulted the living daylight out of her, insulted to her 10th generation over the fact that Ebony had stopped by right there in the UK to speak to the surrogate mom about betrayal. Now, if you understand what is going on, sometime last year, I think, Ebony was, shortly after, it was last year. Ebony was really desperate about, getting pregnant after, of course, the information went around that Oletik had gotten pregnant. And so Ebony brought a surrogate mom to the family of the Ooni of Ife, as we are hearing. She was going to propose surrogacy to the Ooni of Ife. But upon reaching Nigeria, unfortunately, the family did not buy the idea of surrogacy. They said Kabiyesi is king, and whatever child will be born for Kabiyesi will be direct birth and all of that. And the surrogacy thing did not work. As we heard, Ebony left it. But this lady that Ebony introduced to the family that was supposed to be her surrogate mom was introduced to Ebony by a woman that is called Iya, right there in UK, a big Yoruba woman. And they flew that lady from UK to Nigeria, but unfortunately it didn't work. So Iya, after like 3 weeks, Iya decided to come to Nigeria. Shortly after Ebony had made arrangement to go back to the UK. And you do know that Ebony was supposed to go back to the UK with the surrogate mom. But when Iya said she was coming to Nigeria and she was going to visit Kabiyesi and stay in the palace, surrogate mom said she was going to wait for Iya. Then Ebony had no problem with it because Ebony knew the surrogate mom through the Iya, right? And so Ebony left. Surrogate mom started, having all of this, getting to talk to Ooni, knowing that Ooni has a good sense of humor, and they already knew the kind of women Ooni of Ife like. Now, the surrogate mom, in fairness to her, from what we are hearing, is a very beautiful woman. And that lady was able to enter the Ooni of Ife. It was later that Ebony found out that woman that had been introduced to Ebony as surrogate mom is the granddaughter of Iya, who is there in London. But Ebony, the Iya did not tell Ebony. And the woman in London is like Ebony's mother in UK, in London. So when Ebony found out, Ebony was very, very devastated. But the surrogate mom relationship with Ooni of Ife did not stop. When Iya came, Iya now found out, Kabiyesi found out that the surrogate mom is the granddaughter to Iya. Kabiyesi loved it so much because, of course, Kabiyesi loved to be connected. He is a big man. He likes big people, okay? And so basically, Iya was trying to push the granddaughter to Ooni of Ife. She didn't know how to do it directly, but she had to use Ebony. Either ways, because the lady is very beautiful and smart, Ooni of Ife took interest with the lady. And when Iya came to Nigeria, Iya stayed in the palace for another 1 month. Surrogate mom was there with Iya in the palace. Ooni got to know surrogate mom better. So we have heard that surrogate mom is one of the people that Ooni of Ife is bringing in as wife. Do you understand? They say surrogate mom is one of the people that Ooni of Ife is bringing in as wife. And to tell you the truth, they said Ebony is more than devastated. That Ebony is so devastated. So I just started here so that for those who didn't know it or who have not seen that video, they should see it. So right now, they say right there in London, Ebony had gone to meet surrogate mom to express her dissatisfaction over what has transpired between them, because she was friends to Ebony, okay, as she was introduced to Ebony by Iya right there in UK, as we are hearing. We heard also that last week, this past week, Ooni of Ife had sent his family to go and see surrogate's mom family in Ibadan.
This surrogate mom is from Egbeda. Egbeda. That is what we are hearing. Know if the information is true. That Ooni had sent the family to go and see surrogate mom's family in Ibadan. Okay, now Ebony, they said Ebony left her own apartment and went to Surrogate's mom apartment in London to go and express her dissatisfaction to Surrogate mom on the way that Surrogate mom has behaved, the betrayal and everything. They say Surrogate mom insulted Ebony and insulted to her 10th generation. Now, who is Ebony to come and talk to her about morals? Now, who is Ebony? Ebony, who was friends to Naomi in the palace. Ebony had always been interested in the Ooni of Ife, while Naomi was was at the center of everything. Ebony didn't like it. Ebony pretended and was there acting as though she was on the side of Olori Naomi. And at the end of the day, the slightest opportunity she had, she grabbed it and she took it. And right now, Ebony is wife to the Ooni of Ife and they even have a child. Now, who is Ebony to come and talk to her about morals? Morals to who? Ebony said her allegiance, like surrogate mom allegiance is supposed to be to her. Surrogate mom say allegiance to you as what? As how? As who? As what? As sisters or what? That are we related? You wanted Kabiesi and you got Kabiesi. I wanted Kabiesi and I've gotten Kabiesi. So what's my business with you? I'm going to the palace. Are we going to be living in the same flat or the same house? Are we sharing rooms or what? So what makes you feel that I should have been loyal to you? Loyal to you on what basis? They say surrogate mom gave Ebony lash, quack, till Ebony started crying. That surrogate mom says she owes Ebony no apology. Surrogate mom says she owes Ebony nothing. That life is all about race. That who gets there first, gets there first, and who gets there last, gets there last. That she too, she loves Ooni of Ife. And she wants to be wife to the Ooni of Ife. She wants to be wife to the monarch. That, yes, she wants to bear children too for the monarch. So what is her business? What is Ebony's business with her? Loyalty to what? That was she loyal to Naomi? What makes her feel that she would have been loyal to her? Loyal for what? That Ebony shouldn't talk about morals. They say this girl gave Ebony woto, big time woto. Ebony didn't know what to do, and they say Ebony was crying the entire time while she was in Surrogate's mother's apartment, and Iya told Ebony that because they said she was crying also that Iya betrayed her. Iya said, nothing like betrayal, that we all love Ooni. We are Yoruba people. Who doesn't love Ooni? Why? What are you even talking about? They say the way they treated Ebony was very bad. If the information is true, they say Ebony cried and went back to her own house. I say whatever you sow in this world gets to be what you reap. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.